sits beside my tea. It popped off 30 winters back in Tennessee. I never sewed it back, I kept it sitting near a tiny circle holding 40 years right here. The grain is worn down smooth where your fingers used to trace. It sits upon the maple wood and stays in place. The steam goes up and disappears into the shade. I count the quiet promises we made. We drove the old sedan past the gravel on the hill. You sang a simple ballad while the Sunday evening stood still. The radio was static, but your voice came through so clear. I kept that winter coat of yours and left the button here. I polish up the kettle while the darkness settles slow. The pendulum is ticking in the hallway down below. I see your cursive writing in the garden ledger book, and remember every summer afternoon it took. The shadow stretches long across the dining floor. I hear the autumn wind against the porch door. We drove the old sedan past the gravel on the hill. You sang a simple ballad while the Sunday evening stood still. The radio was static, but your voice came through so clear. I kept that winter coat of yours and left the button here. Sometimes I reach across the tablecloth at night, expecting you to answer in the amber lamplight. It is not sadness, just a habit of the heart to keep the quiet space where we would start. The kitchen lights go low as the dusk begins to spin. I put the button in my pocket and I pull the curtains in. The house is warm and still tonight. I turn away the yellow light. Baker's cart squeaks on the curb below, rattling its wooden wheels in early light. I hear the iron bell begin to blow, and suddenly you're standing in my sight. We used to race the milkman down the hill with worn out sneakers and a stolen nickel still. The years went walking while we stood so still, and winter came to settle on the hill. I keep a photo in a tin of tea where you were grinning right back at me. You bought a ticket on a westbound train and left your silver pocket watch behind. I kept the porch light burning through the rain, hoping a familiar face I'd find. Now every autumn wind that shakes the door brings back the laughter on our kitchen floor. The hardware shop is selling plastic chairs, where Mr. Higgins used to carve his oak. I walked right past the corner on the stairs, thinking of the funny things you spoke. You always said the world was far too wide to spend our lives inside a small town side. The years went walking while we stood so still, and winter came to settle on the hill. I keep a photo in a tin of tea, where you are grinning right back at me. You bought a ticket on a westbound train and left your silver pocket watch behind. I kept the porch light burning through the rain, hoping a familiar face I'd find. Now every autumn wind that shakes the door brings back the laughter on our kitchen floor. Do you still keep 2 pennies in your shoe? Does anybody hum that song we knew? If distance took the youthful days away, the memory stays as warm as yesterday. I hear the trolley bell along the track. I close my eyes and wish you'd answer back. Save me a bench beneath the maple tree until you find your long way home to me. Drift along the hallway floor, bringing back a kitchen from a distant shore. Old Arthur turns his head toward the open screen, breathing in the sweetest scent he's ever seen. The porch clock ticks a lazy, gentle beat as afternoon grows golden on the quiet street. He pulls a worn tin box from the corner shelf and chuckles soft and easy to his quiet self. A faded yellow dress upon a summer lawn, and 50 happy winters that have come and gone. He holds her memory gentle like a silver key, unlocking every doorway where she used to be. The radio plays softly through the evening shade, preserving every promise that two feet tall. Dried lavender in drawers beneath the lamplight beam, still keeping all her letters in a velvet seam. He waters every fern beside the front porch glass and waves at all the neighbors as the cars go past. Each little habit keeps her spirit very near, a cozy kind of comfort built across the year. He pulls a worn tin box from the corner shelf and chuckles soft and easy to his quiet self. A faded yellow dress upon a summer lawn, and 50 happy winters that have come and gone. He holds her memory gentle like a silver key, unlocking every doorway where she used to be. The radio plays softly through the evening shade, preserving every promise that two lovers made. He smiles into the parlor as the shadows fall, the richest old romantic standing 6 feet tall. Time moves along like a slow river stream, but true love stays awake inside a simple dream. No heavy sorrow lingers in his grateful heart, just sweetness in the air when two devotion parts. He turns the porch light off and locks the wooden door. With cinnamon and sugar on the kitchen floor, he whispers good night to the quiet air, knowing her sweet love is waiting everywhere. The stillness broke the moment I remembered how you left. A quiet room surrendered to a sudden golden past. The needle found the vinyl groove without a single sound, and suddenly your velvet coat was hanging all around. I saw the way the curtain swayed beside the garden door, as if you just walked in to leave your hat upon the floor. The tea is getting tepid in the porcelain by my hand. The afternoon is slipping like an hour full of sand. We painted picture frames in blue and danced across the floor, while evening rain fell soft outside a yellow kitchen door. I keep the old radio tuned to songs from '59 and pretend your gentle hand is resting here in mine. The porch lamp casts an amber glow upon the walkway stone to guide a sweet memory back to where it felt at home. walk slowly down the hall. A faded photograph of us hangs right beside the stair, where sunlight leaves a ribbon on your favorite rocking chair. The kettle starts to whistle with a long and lonely sigh, and brings me right back to the night you whispered your goodbye. The tea is getting tepid in the porcelain by my hand. The afternoon is slipping like a hour full of sand. We painted picture frames in blue and danced across the floor, while the evening rain fell soft outside a yellow kitchen door. I'd keep the old radio tuned to songs from '59 and pretend your gentle hand is resting here in mine. The porch lamp casts an amber glow upon the walkway stone to guide a sweet memory back to where it felt at home. Time moves on like river water flowing to the sea, yet every corner of this house brings yesterday to me. I do not mind the quiet hours or winter coming fast, when every simple shadow holds a treasure from the past. I set another saucer down and pour a cup for two. The rocking chair stops moving as I sit and think of you. The porch light stays on bright tonight until the dusk is gone, and love remains inside this house to greet another dawn.
The heavy leather chair sinks deep tonight. It bears the solid weight of 70 years. I smooth a faded sheet of paper out and write to someone young who never hears. Don't worry over pennies in your shoe. The road ahead has light to carry you. You thought that 20 was the final line. You rushed through every hour like a race. Now sitting in the parlor candlelight, I trace the early worry on your face. Keep those old brown shoes beside the back porch door, and kiss your mother hard before she leaves the store. The house you build will stand through winter rain, and love will gently heal the sharpest pain. You'll win a few foolish fights you ought to lose, so forgive yourself for every path you choose. The old brass lamp is glowing soft and low. I see you waiting by the telephone, afraid to make a choice that sets you free, and scared that you might end up all alone. But you will hold her hand beneath the maple tree and build a quiet life you couldn't yet foresee. If I could mail this back through 50 winters, I'd tell you not to cry over the broken glass. The heart heals up in ways you cannot measure, and all the heavy shadows turn to grass. Keep those old brown shoes beside the back porch door, and kiss your mother hard before she leaves the store. The house you build will stand through winter rain, and love will gently heal the sharpest pain. You'll win a few foolish fights you ought to lose, so forgive yourself for every path you choose. I fold the letter neat and set it down. The oak frame holds my back and keeps me still. Sleep easy now, young man, you did just fine. I carry all your days up on this hill. Honeyed amber glows along the bench top, slanting through the dusty parlor glass. You look like you're waiting for a late train, watching all the quiet shadows pass. Mind if I put down my heavy carpet bag? The evening light turns everything to brass. It is funny how a certain shade of yellow brings a person back from 40 years ago. You do not know me, sir, and I do not know your name, but there are things a lonely traveler ought to know. She used to wear a coat of muted navy blue and laugh at simple jokes until the porch light gleamed. We spent a summer pouring coffee on the porch and living inside every single thing we dreamed. Now time moves on like water through a rusty grate and leaves me sitting here to talk to someone new. Her hair was spun like copper in the sunset, much like the ray that hits your teacup now. I came to town to look for old address books, though why I thought I'd find them, I don't know how. You have a kind face, friend, for just a listener. I see you nodding slow beneath your brow. It is funny how a stranger on a bench seat can hold a heavy
memory so tight. Thank you for listening while the darkness settles down, and while we share this fading golden light. She used to wear a coat of muted navy blue and laugh at simple jokes until the porch light gleamed. We spent a summer pouring coffee on the porch and living inside every single thing we dreamed. Now time moves on like water through a rusty grate and leaves me sitting here to talk to someone new. You say you lost a girl from South Carolina, back when the radio played classic tunes. So we are two old men with pockets full of ghosts, counting out our forgotten afternoons. We pass the silence back and forth like bread, remembering the gentle words we said. My train is pulling in the track number 4. Thank you for your time, my friend, and take good care. I'll think of you whenever amber fills a room, and know that somewhere else somebody's sitting there. Keep warm tonight wherever you may go. Coarse brown velvet feels so soft and cool when I slide my palm along the armrest chair. A sudden shift in winter light brings back the summer pool, and 30 years just vanish in the air. I smell the cedar needles on the lane and hear your laughter cut right through the rain. The weave is worn where both our elbows rested, in this small house that time has softly nested. You turned the record player on and took me by the hand. We danced across the rug without a plan. The kettle whistled late while shadows stretched along the floor, and then you placed the brass key right beside the kitchen door. One tweed fabric on the hallway rack still holds the shape of winters long ago. One gentle touch can bring the whole world back, before the yard was covered up with snow. We walked down to the harbor before dusk, in air that smelled of autumn pine and musk. The weave is worn where both our elbows rested, in this small house that time has softly nested. You turned the record player on and took me by the hand. We danced across porch light flickers softly in the dark. Your memory is a comfortable guide, leaving every sweet impression as a mark.
Brass 4 on the kitchen clock glints in the shade. I close my tired eyes and I skip 20 years down the lane. I see us sitting quiet while the autumn shadows fade, with worn woolen blankets to keep off the November rain. We will listen to radios playing a song from our youth, and speak of the days when our hair was untamed. The tea kettle whistles a gentle old tune, and time turns as soft as a silver afternoon. Someday we will sit on a porch by smile, unfolding old letters we saved in a tin for a while. The wooden steps creak under boots that have traveled so far, while fireflies dance like small lanterns beneath the pale star. We will trace every line on our hands where the golden years stay, and hold what was sweet before daylight was stolen away. The painted brass holds its place as the afternoon bends. I picture the garden we will plant in that summer to come. We will watch blue hydrangeas bow down as the soft river winds, and rock on the bench to the steady old lawnmower hum. You will pour 2 glass mugs of cold cider to drink on the lawn, and tell me the story of how we first danced in the dark. The pendulum swings with a comforting grace, reflecting the quiet content on your face. Someday we will sit on a porch by the meadow and smile, unfolding old letters we saved in a tin for a while. The wooden steps creak under boots that have traveled so far, while fireflies dance like small lanterns beneath the pale star. We will trace every line on our hands where the golden years stay, and hold what was sweet before daylight was stolen away. The future is floating like dust in a bright beam of sun, a promise waiting for moments that haven't begun. I hold to this picture whenever the cold winter blows. No, in the garden of memory, patience
patiently grows. The 4 on the clock stays as still as a stone on the wall. I am holding your hand as the evening shadows fall. We will reach that porch together when the quiet years arrive. The sweetest days are coming while our love stays alive.
Burnt cinnamon drifts across the street when 5 o'clock comes turning around. Arthur adjusts his porch bench seat to hear the evening suburban sound. The neighbor kids ride shiny bikes. He watches from his quiet porch, remembering autumn country hikes before time passed its golden torch. He folds his newspaper onto his knee. A gentle breeze sways the backyard tree. The sweet warm spice in the cooling air brings back a ribbon she used to wear. A bakery breeze can steal 20 years and leave a quiet man smiling through tears. She bought apple pies on rainy Tuesday nights while neon store signs flashed amber lights. He holds her silver band safe inside his palm, finding in memories a slow, sweet calm. He keeps 2 coffee mugs upon the shelf, though nowadays he drinks alone. He whispers prayers unto himself beside the heavy black dial phone. The kitchen smells like cardamom spice, just like the house where they first met, when simple dreams could well suffice, and no one spoke of quick regret. A bakery breeze can steal 20 years and leave a quiet man smiling through tears. She bought apple pies on rainy Tuesday nights while neon store signs flashed amber lights. He holds her silver band safe inside his palm, finding in memories a slow, sweet calm. The shadows stretch across the grass. The neighborhood settles for the night. He watches vintage cars drive past until the street lamps fill with light. It isn't sad to miss a life so dear when every golden autumn brings her near. Arthur locks the porch door tight turns off the hallway lamp above. He whispers goodnight to the quiet night, grateful for 80 years of love. The spice still lingers on the floor as Arthur sleeps and longs no more.
The solid weight of this old chair keeps my feet planted firm as I sit down tonight to write what you had yet to learn. You were 17 and restless, always staring at the clock, counting down the quiet hours on our dusty avenue block. You thought the world was waiting just beyond the county line, worried that you'd miss your chance or fall too far behind. Keep your knuckles loose upon the wheel and let the engine breathe. Every hasty step you took was grace you could not yet perceive. The small town dust will settle when the evening twilight falls, and all those heavy shadows fade along the hallway walls. You will make it through the winters that you thought would never end. I see you standing by the porch with grease upon your sleeve, trying hard to look so tough, so ready just to leave. You worried if the girl in blue would ever write you back, and if your father's old sedan would hold up on the track. You thought every little mistake would ruin everything, unaware of all the sweetness that the passing years would bring. Keep your knuckles loose upon the wheel and let the engine breathe. Every hasty step you took was grace you could not yet perceive. The small town dust will settle when the evening twilight falls, and all those heavy shadows fade along the hallway walls. You will make it through the winters that you thought would never end. I wish that I could reach across 50 years of rain to hand you back your peaceful heart and take away the strain. You didn't need to hurry, so to become who I am now. So put down your guitar tonight and rest your weary eyes. The future turns out warmer than you ever could devise. You were doing just fine back then, my boy. You were doing just fine.
as you settle down in this corner chair. You ask if the cherry pie is fresh today, and I smile because that's what she'd always say. It's funny how the shadows bend at 5 o'clock, while the heavy wooden pendulum starts to knock. I pass the sugar bowl across the wood. You nod thanks like an old friend should. A simple question opens up the years, and 50 winters suddenly disappear. We were young when the summer train ran late, holding paper tickets by the rusty garden gate. Now a stranger shares my pot of black tea, unlocking every quiet room inside of me. The world rolls on outside the velvet curtain fold, where forgotten stories shine like polished gold. You tell me about your garden back in Leeds, how your late wife planted all the foxglove seeds. I tell you about a girl with yellow ribbons tied, who used to sit right here by my side. We watched the steam rise slowly from our cups, while the busy street outside finally slows down its trucks. Time is just a quiet river bending out of sight, leaving small tokens in the late hour light. I do not know your name, but bless your heart today for sitting here and hearing what I had to say. We were young when the summer train ran late, holding paper tickets by the rusty garden gate. Now a stranger shares my pot of black tea, unlocking every quiet room inside of me. The world rolls on outside the velvet curtain fold, where forgotten stories shine like polished gold. Leave the remaining copper light upon the wall. I will stay right here until the shadows fall. Thank you for the conversation and the time. You have your distant road, and I have mine. You told me yesterday the porch steps started creaking, and that the corner store was out of winter tea. I noticed how the brass handle on the pantry door was leaking, a little speck of rust where polished chrome used to be. The parlor curtain has a loose thread dangling low, and 3 old postcards line the window in a row. Every tiny detail keeps a quiet account of every year we watched the the steady numbers mount. A dusty coat rack stands beside the hallway frame, while silver spoons lie silent in a velvet chest. The autumn wind comes calling out a quiet name and leaves a faded ticket in a folded vest. Time moves along like water, down a cobbled street where forgotten footsteps and old memories meet. You pointed out the way the wooden clock delays, losing 2 full minutes by the time the evening falls. I found a pair of reading glasses from our younger days, resting on a telephone book beside the hallway walls. The tin of peppermint sits half full on the shelf, while this old house keeps singing softly to itself. Every tiny detail keeps a quiet account of every year we watch the steady numbers mount. A dusty coat rack stands beside the hallway frame, while silver spoons lie silent in a velvet chest. The autumn wind comes calling out a quiet name and leaves a faded ticket in a folded vest. Time moves along like water, down a cobbled street where forgotten footsteps and old memories meet. The blue ink faded on the list we made last week, and shadow patterns cross the rug before they go. I touch the heavy kitchen table where we speak and feel the gentle comfort of the things we know. A dusty coat rack stands beside the hallway frame, while silver spoons lie silent in a velvet chest. The autumn wind comes calling out a quiet name and leaves a faded ticket in a folded vest. Time moves along like water, down a cobbled street where forgotten footsteps and old memories meet. You told me yesterday the garden gate was loose, and I agreed to fix it when the afternoon is through. I hang my woolen sweater on its regular hook and watch the warm street lights turn on right on cue. Chipped porcelain eye on the hallway clock tells me the late afternoon is moving slow. I close my eyes and see us 50 winters down the line, sitting side by side where the sweet magnolias grow. We'll wear our thick coats and hold warm mugs of tea,
laughing at how fast the decades learn to go. The shadows will lengthen across the polished floor as I hold your wrinkled hand just like before. Someday we will watch the evening train glide through the valley, finding every gentle memory we hid inside our coat, while the record needle hums an old forgotten melody, and we smile at every word the young lovers wrote. I see the silver threads shining in your hair as the rocking chairs creak on a quiet wooden porch. We will talk about the rainy days we survived back when, carrying our little spark like a steady torch. The autumn wind will carry leaves down to the lawn, and we will sit in peace long after light is gone. Someday we will watch the evening train glide through the valley, finding every gentle memory we hid inside our coat, while the record needle hums an old forgotten melody, and we smile at every word the young lovers wrote. Time is just a river flowing toward a peaceful bay, sweeping all our simple moments safely down the line. So when tomorrow comes and turns into a yesterday, I know your gentle heart will still be next to mine. The rocker keeps its steady beat beneath the quiet stars. We'll listen to the wind softly play its final chord. I will pour your tea and kiss your weathered cheek, thanking every passing year for the love we store. Thick woven plaid feels heavy on my lap. The frayed fringe rests beside a quiet map. I trace the threads where soft blue cotton faded, to days when young hearts never felt so jaded. One sudden touch brings back the county fair, and leaves of red tossed high into the air. The needle jumped on 33 RPM, and suddenly I am 18 again. The crisp autumn dust settles on our shoes, with nothing in the whole wide world to lose. You pulled me close beneath the wooden bleachers, while football coaches yelled like angry teachers. We shared a box of salted popcorn
sleepy farm. The stitches hold where you repaired the tear, with uneven thread and quiet tender care. I hear your laugh across a 50-year span. When I was just a hopeful, foolish man, we packed the car with coffee in a flask and never thought of anything to ask. Now dust motes dance inside this afternoon. The grandfather clock strikes 2:30. A single touch can turn the clock right back and put my train on that forgotten track. I am not old while holding on to this. I still remember every stolen kiss. I fold the blanket neat upon the chair and smile to know you met me way back there. The afternoon grows soft in yellow light. I hold your memory warm into the night. Sits beside my tea. It popped off 30 winters back in Tennessee. I never sewed it back, I kept it sitting near a tiny circle holding 40 years right here. The grain is worn down smooth where your fingers used to trace. It sits upon the maple wood and stays in place. The steam goes up and disappears into the shade. I count the quiet promises we made. We drove the old sedan past the gravel on the hill. You sang a simple ballad while the Sunday evening stood still. The radio was static, but your voice came through so clear. I kept that winter coat of yours and left the button here. I polish up the kettle while the darkness settles slow. The pendulum is ticking in the hallway down below. I see your cursive writing in the garden ledger book, and remember every summer afternoon it took. The shadow stretches long across the dining floor. I hear the autumn wind against the porch door. We drove the old sedan past the gravel on the hill. You sang a simple ballad while the Sunday evening stood still. The radio was static, but your voice came through so clear. I kept that winter coat of yours and left the button here. Sometimes I reach across the tablecloth at night, expecting you to answer in the amber lamplight. It is not sadness, just a habit of the heart to keep the quiet space where we would start. The kitchen lights go low as the dusk begins to spin. I put the button in my pocket and I pull the curtains in. The house is warm and still tonight. I turn away the yellow light.
Baker's cart squeaks on the curb below, rattling its wooden wheels in early light. I hear the iron bell begin to blow, and suddenly you're standing in my sight. We used to race the milkman down the hill with worn out sneakers and a stolen nickel still. The years went walking while we stood so still, and winter came to settle on the hill. I keep a photo in a tin of tea where you were grinning right back at me. You bought a ticket on a westbound train and left your silver pocket watch behind. I kept the porch light burning through the rain, hoping a familiar face I'd find. Now every autumn wind that shakes the door brings back the laughter on our kitchen floor. The hardware shop is selling plastic chairs where Mr. Higgins used to carve his oak. I walked right past the corner on the stairs, thinking of the funny things you spoke. You always said the world was far too wide to spend our lives inside a small town side. The years went walking while we stood so still, and winter came to settle on the hill. I keep a photo in a tin of tea where you are grinning right back at me. You bought a ticket on a westbound train and left your silver pocket watch behind. I kept the porch light burning through the rain, hoping a familiar face I'd find. Now every autumn wind that shakes the door brings back the laughter on our kitchen floor. Do you still keep 2 pennies in your shoe? Does anybody hum that song we knew? If distance took the youthful days away, the memory stays as warm as yesterday. I hear the trolley bell along the track. I close my eyes and wish you'd answer back.
until you find your long way home to me. Drift along the hallway floor, bringing back a kitchen from a distant shore. Old Arthur turns his head toward the open screen, breathing in the sweetest scent he's ever seen. The porch clock ticks a lazy, gentle beat as afternoon grows golden on the quiet street. He pulls a worn tin box from the corner shelf and chuckles soft and easy to his quiet self. A faded yellow dress upon a summer lawn, and 50 happy winters that have come and gone. He holds her memory gentle like a silver key, unlocking every doorway where she used to be. The radio plays softly through the evening shade, preserving every promise that two lovers made. He smiles into the parlor as the shadows fall, the richest old romantic standing 6 feet tall. Dried lavender in drawers beneath the lamplight beam, still keeping all her letters in a velvet seam. He waters every fern beside the front porch glass and waves at all the neighbors as the cars go past. Each little habit keeps her spirit very near, a cozy kind of comfort built across the year. He pulls a worn tin box from the corner shelf and chuckles soft and easy to his quiet self. A faded yellow dress upon a summer lawn, and 50 happy winters that have come and gone. He holds her memory gentle like a silver key, unlocking every doorway where she used to be. The radio plays softly through the evening shade, preserving every promise that two lovers made. He smiles into the parlor as the shadows fall, the richest old romantic standing 6 feet tall. Time moves along like a slow river stream, but true love stays awake inside a simple dream. No heavy sorrow lingers in his grateful heart, just sweetness in the air when two devotion parts. He turns the porch light off and locks the wooden door with cinnamon and sugar on the kitchen floor. He whispers, "Good goodnight to the quiet air, knowing her sweet love is waiting everywhere.
The stillness broke the moment I remembered how you left. A quiet room surrendered to a sudden golden past. The needle found the vinyl groove without a single sound. And suddenly your velvet coat was hanging all around. I saw the way the curtain swayed beside the garden door, as if you just walked in to leave your hat upon the floor. The tea is getting tepid in the porcelain by my hand. The afternoon is slipping like an hour full of sand. We painted picture frames in blue and danced across the floor, while evening rain fell soft outside a yellow kitchen door. I keep the old radio tuned to songs from '59 and pretend your gentle hand is resting here in mine. The porch lamp casts an amber glow upon the walkway stone to guide a sweet memory back to where it felt at home. The grandfather clock along the wall ticks slowly down the hall. A faded photograph of us hangs right beside the stair, where sunlight leaves a ribbon on your favorite rocking chair. The kettle starts to whistle with a long and lonely sigh, and brings me right back to the night you whispered your goodbye. The tea is getting tepid in the porcelain by my hand. The afternoon is slipping like an hour full of sand. We painted picture frames in blue and danced across the floor, while evening rain fell soft outside a yellow kitchen door. I keep the old radio tuned to songs from '59 and pretend your gentle hand is resting here in mine. The porch lamp casts an amber glow upon the walkway stone to guide a sweet memory back to where it felt at home. Time moves on like river water flowing to the sea, yet every corner of this house brings yesterday to me. I do not mind the quiet hours or winter coming fast, when every simple shadow holds a treasure from the past. I set another saucer down and pour a cup for two. The rocking chair stops moving as I sit and think of you. The porch light stays on bright tonight until the dusk is gone, and love remains inside this house to greet another dawn.
chair sinks deep tonight. It bears the solid weight of 70 years. I smooth a faded sheet of paper out and write to someone young who never hears. Don't worry over pennies in your shoe. The road ahead has light to carry you. You thought that 20 was the final line. You rushed through every hour like a race. Now sitting in the parlor candlelight, I trace the early worry on your face. Keep those old brown shoes beside the back porch door, and kiss your mother hard before she leaves the store. The house you build will stand through winter rain, and love will gently heal the sharpest pain. You'll win a few foolish fights you ought to lose, so forgive yourself for every path you choose. The old brass lamp is glowing soft and low. I see you waiting by the telephone, afraid to make a choice that sets you free, and scared that you might end up all alone. But you will hold her hand beneath the maple tree and build a quiet life you couldn't yet foresee. If I could mail this back through 50 winters, I'd tell you not to cry over the broken glass. The heart heals up in ways you cannot measure, and all the heavy shadows turn to grass. Keep those old brown shoes beside the back porch door, and kiss your mother hard before she leaves the store. The house you build will stand through winter rain, and love will gently heal the sharpest pain. You'll win a few foolish fights you ought to lose, so forgive yourself for every path you choose. I fold the letter neat and set it down. The oak frame holds my back and keeps me still. Sleep easy now, young man, you did just fine. I carry all your days up on this hill. Honeyed amber glows along the bench top, slanting through the dusty parlor glass. You look like you're waiting for a late train, watching all the quiet shadows pass. Mind if I put down my heavy carpet bag
The evening light turns everything to brass. It is funny how a certain shade of yellow brings a person back from 40 years ago. You do not know me, sir, and I do not know your name, but there are things a lonely traveler ought to know. She used to wear a coat of muted navy blue and laugh at simple jokes until the porch light gleamed. We spent a summer pouring coffee on the porch and living inside every single thing we dreamed. Now time moves on like water through a rusty grate and leaves me sitting here to talk to someone new. Her hair was spun like copper in the sunset, much like the ray that hits your teacup now. I came to town to look for old address books, though why I thought I'd find them, I don't know how. You have a kind face, friend, for just a listener. I see you nodding slow beneath your brow. It is funny how a stranger on a bench seat can hold a heavy memory so tight. Thank you for listening while the darkness settles down, and while we share this fading golden light. She used to wear a coat of muted navy blue and laugh at simple jokes until the porch light gleamed. We spent a summer pouring coffee on the porch and living inside every single thing we dreamed. Now time moves on like water through a rusty grate and leaves me sitting here to talk to someone new. You say you lost a girl from South Carolina, back when the radio played classic tunes. So we are two old men with pockets full of ghosts, counting out our forgotten afternoons. We pass the silence back and forth like bread, remembering the gentle words we said. My train is pulling in the track number 4. Thank you for your time, my friend, and take good care. I'll think of you whenever amber fills a room, and know that somewhere else somebody's sitting there. Keep warm tonight wherever you may go. Coarse brown velvet feels so soft and cool when I slide my palm along the armrest chair. A sudden shift in winter light brings back the summer pool, and 30 years just vanish in cedar needles on the lane, and hear your laughter cut right through the rain. The weave is worn where both our elbows rested, in this small house that time has softly nested. You turned the record player on and took me by the hand. We danced across the rug without a plan. The kettle whistled late while shadows stretched along the floor, and then you placed the brass key right beside the kitchen door. One tweed fabric on the hallway rack still holds the shape of winters long ago. One gentle touch can bring the whole world back, before the yard was covered up with snow. We walked down to the harbor before dusk, in air that smelled of autumn, pine and musk. The weave is worn where both our elbows rested, in this small house that time has softly nested. You turned the record player on and took me by the hand. We danced across the rug without a plan. The kettle whistled late while shadows stretched along the floor, and then you placed the brass key right beside the kitchen door. Time keeps moving like a river wide. It takes away the days we held inside, but woven threads still keep the warmth of yesterday, and quiet love will never fade away. I fold the collar down and step outside. The porch light flickers softly in the dark. Your memory is a comfortable guide, leaving every sweet impression as a mark.
Painted brass four on the kitchen clock glints in the shade. I close my tired eyes and I skip 20 years down the lane. I see us sitting quiet while the autumn shadows fade, with worn woolen blankets to keep off the November rain. We will listen to radios playing a song from our youth, and speak of the days when our hair was untamed. The tea kettle whistles a gentle old tune, and time turns as soft as a silver afternoon. Someday we will sit on a porch by the meadow and smile, unfolding old letters we saved in a tin for a while. The wooden steps creak under boots that have traveled so far, while fireflies
small lanterns beneath the pale star. We will trace every line on our hands where the golden years stay, and hold what was sweet before daylight was stolen away. The painted brass floor holds its place as the afternoon bends. I picture the garden we will plant in that summer to come. We will watch blue hydrangeas bow down as the soft river winds, and rock on the bench to the steady old lawnmower hum. You will pour 2 glass mugs of cold cider to drink on the lawn, and tell me the story of how we first danced in the dark. The pendulum swings with a comforting grace, reflecting the quiet content on your face. Someday we will sit on a porch by the meadow and smile, unfolding old letters we saved in a tin for a while. The wooden steps creak under boots that have traveled so far, while fireflies dance like small lanterns beneath a pale star. We will trace every line on our hands where the golden years stay, and hold what was sweet before daylight was stolen away. The future is floating like dust in a bright beam of sun, a promise waiting for moments that haven't begun. I hold to this picture whenever the cold winter blows. No, in the garden of memory patiently grows. The 4 on the clock stays as still as a stone on the wall. I am holding your hand as the evening shadows fall. We will reach that porch together when the quiet years arrive. The sweetest days are coming while our love stays alive.
Burnt cinnamon drifts across the street when 5 o'clock comes turning around. Arthur adjusts his porch bench seat to hear the evening suburban sound. The neighbor kids ride shiny bikes. He watches from his quiet porch, remembering autumn country hikes before time passed its golden torch. He folds his newspaper onto his knee. A gentle breeze sways the backyard tree. The sweet warm spice in the cooling air like a ribbon she used to wear. A bakery breeze can steal 20 years and leave a quiet man smiling through tears. She bought apple pies on rainy Tuesday nights while neon store signs flashed amber lights. He holds her silver band safe inside his palm, finding in memories a slow, sweet calm. He keeps 2 coffee mugs upon the shelf, though nowadays he drinks alone. He whispers prayers unto himself beside the heavy black dial phone. The kitchen smells like cardamom spice, just like the house where they first met, when simple dreams could well suffice, and no one spoke of quick regret. A bakery breeze can steal 20 years and leave a quiet man smiling through tears. She bought apple pies on rainy Tuesday nights while neon store signs flashed amber lights. He holds her silver band safe inside his palm, finding in memories a slow, sweet calm. The shadows stretch across the grass, the neighborhood settles for the night. He watches vintage cars drive past until the street lamps fill with light. It isn't sad to miss a life so dear, when every golden autumn brings her near. Arthur locks the porch door tight, turns off the hallway lamp above. He whispers goodnight to the quiet night, grateful for 80 years of love. The spice still lingers on the floor as Arthur sleeps and longs no more. The solid weight of this old chair keeps my feet planted firm as I sit down tonight to write what you had yet to learn. You were 17 and restless, always staring at the clock, counting down the quiet hours on our dusty avenue block. You thought the world was waiting just beyond the county line, worried that you'd miss your chance or fall too far behind. Keep your knuckles loose upon the wheel and let the engine breathe. Every hasty step you took was grace you could not yet perceive. The small town dust will settle when the evening twilight falls, and all those heavy shadows fade along the hallway walls. You will make it through the winters that you thought would never end. I see you standing by the porch with grease upon your sleeve, trying hard to look so tough, so ready just to leave. You worried if the girl in blue would ever write you back, and if your father's old sedan would hold up on the track. You thought every little mistake would ruin everything, unaware of all the sweetness that the passing years would bring. Keep your knuckles loose upon the wheel and let the engine breathe. Every hasty step you took was grace you could not yet perceive. The small town dust will settle when the evening twilight falls, and all those heavy shadows fade along the hallway walls. You will make it through the winters that you thought would never end. I wish that I could reach across 50 years of rain to hand you back your peaceful heart and take away the strain. You didn't need to hurry, so to become who I am now. So put down your guitar tonight and rest your weary eyes. The future turns out warmer than you ever could devise. You were doing just fine back then, my boy. You were doing just fine. Copper evening light spills on your silver hair as you settle down in this corner chair. You ask if the cherry pie's fresh today, and I smile because that's what she'd always say. It's funny how the shadows bend at 5 o'clock, while the heavy wooden pendulum starts to knock. I pass the sugar bowl across the wood. You nod thanks like an old friend should. A simple question opens up the years, and 50 winters suddenly disappear. We were young when the summer train ran late, holding paper tickets by the rusty garden gate. Now a stranger shares my pot of black tea, unlocking every quiet room inside of me. The world rolls on outside the velvet curtain fold, where forgotten stories shine like polished gold. You tell me about your garden back in Leeds, how your late wife planted all the foxglove seeds. I tell you about a girl with yellow ribbons tied, who used to sit right here by my side. We watched the steam rise slowly from our cups, while the busy street outside finally slows down its trucks. Time is just a quiet river bending out of sight, leaving small tokens in the late hour light. I do not know your name, but bless your heart today for sitting here and hearing what I had to say. We were young when the summer train ran late, holding paper tickets by the rusty garden gate. Now a stranger shares my pot of black tea, unlocking every quiet room inside of me. The world rolls on outside the velvet curtain fold, where forgotten stories shine like polished gold. Leave the remaining copper light upon the wall. I will stay right here until the shadows fall. Thank you for the conversation and the time. You have your distant road, and I have mine. You told me yesterday the porch steps started creaking, and that the corner store was out of winter tea. I noticed how the brass handle on the pantry door was leaking, a little speck of rust where polished chrome used to be. The parlor curtain has a loose thread dangling low, and 3 old postcards line the window in a row. Every tiny detail keeps a quiet account of every year we watch the steady numbers mount. A dusty coat rack stands beside the hallway frame, while silver spoons lie silent in a velvet chest. The autumn wind comes calling out a quiet name, and leaves a faded ticket in a folded vest. Time moves along like water down a cobbled street, where forgotten footsteps and old memories meet. You pointed out the way the wooden clock delays, losing 2 full minutes by the time the evening falls. I found a pair of reading glasses from our younger days, resting on the telephone book beside the hallway walls. The tin of peppermint sits half full on the shelf, while this old house keeps singing softly to itself. Every tiny detail keeps a quiet account of every year we watch the steady numbers mount. stands beside the hallway frame, while silver spoons lie silent in a velvet chest. The autumn wind comes calling out a quiet name and leaves a faded ticket in a folded vest. Time moves along like water, water down a cobbled street where forgotten footsteps and old memories meet. The blue ink faded on the list we made last week, and shadow patterns cross the rug before they go. I touch the heavy kitchen table where we speak and feel the gentle comfort of the things we know. A dusty coat rack stands beside the hallway frame, while silver spoons lie silent in a velvet chest. The autumn wind comes calling out a quiet name and leaves a faded ticket in a folded vest. Time moves along like water, water down a cobbled street where forgotten footsteps and old memories meet. You told me yesterday the garden gate was loose, and I agreed to fix it when the afternoon is through. I hang my woolen sweater on its regular hook and watch the warm street lights turn on right on cue.
Chipped porcelain eye on the hallway clock tells me the late afternoon is moving slow. I close my eyes and see us 50 winters down the line, sitting side by side where the sweet magnolias grow. We'll wear our thick coats and hold warm mugs of tea, laughing at how fast the decades learn to go. The shadows will lengthen across the polished floor as I hold your wrinkled hand just like before. Someday we will watch the evening train glide through the valley, finding every gentle memory we hid inside our coat, while the record needle hums an old forgotten melody, and we smile at every word the young lovers wrote. I see the silver threads shining in your hair as the rocking chairs creak on a quiet wooden porch. We will talk about the rainy days we survived back when, carrying our little spark like a steady torch. The autumn wind will carry leaves down to the lawn, and we will sit in peace long after light is gone. Someday we will watch the evening train glide through the valley,
forgotten melody, and we smile at every word the young lovers wrote. Time is just a river flowing toward a peaceful bay, sweeping all our simple moments safely down the line. So when tomorrow comes and turns into a yesterday, I know your gentle heart will still be next to mine. The rocker keeps its steady beat beneath the quiet stars. We'll listen to the wind softly play its final chord. I will pour your tea and kiss your weathered cheek, thanking every passing year for the love we store. Thick woven plaid feels heavy on my lap. The frayed fringe rests beside a quiet map. I trace the threads where soft blue cotton faded, to days when young hearts never felt so jaded. One sudden touch brings back the county fair, and leaves of red tossed high into the air. The needle jumped on 33 RPM, and suddenly I am 18 again. The crisp autumn dust settles on our shoes, with nothing in the whole wide world to lose. You pulled me close beneath the wooden bleachers, while football coaches yelled like angry teachers. We shared a box of salted popcorn rings, and swore we knew the joy tomorrow brings. That simple blanket kept us safe from harm, as winter walked into our sleepy farm. The stitches hold where you repaired the tear, with uneven thread and quiet tender care. I hear your laugh across a 50-year span, when I was just a hopeful, foolish man. We packed the car with coffee in a flask, and never thought of anything to ask. Now dust motes dance inside this afternoon. The grandfather clock strikes 2:30. A single touch can turn the clock right back, and put my train on that forgotten track. I am not old while holding on to this. I still remember every stolen kiss. I fold the blanket neat upon the chair, and smile to know you met me way back there. The afternoon grows soft in yellow light, the night.